Bryce says, for growing our agencies, would you suggest doing all sales prospecting ourselves, or do you see any value in hiring those companies that offer appointment setting? Appointment setting is great. I would do sales in-house. But yeah, I mean, I full transparency, I've been using a company for my appointment setting for a little over a year, about 14 months now. And they did such a phenomenal job for semantic links that we ended up hiring them for Local Fury and for semantic SEO, et cetera. We've used the same company now for multiple. In fact, I'll just show you guys. I've got no problem sharing this with you because Attaché and his team are fabulous. Eagle Info Systems. Systems.com, I believe. Well, son of a bitch, if I could spell. Why am I missing his? Oh, because it says .pom. That's why.
There you go.
I'm still missing it.
Huh. Well, let me grab it in the background. I've got it.
If you don't mind. Yeah, if you don't mind, grab the URL so I can share that, because I got a testimonial video on their homepage. It might not be .com.
It is. Let me pull up his email. Let me just see if this is working. Copy and paste it in the background. And there we go. Do you want me to just put it in chat or put it in Slack?
Yeah, just go ahead and put it in chat and I'll click on it from chat.
All right, there we go. I'm just going to pop it in without any. There you go.
Ego Info Services. I said systems. That's why. Okay. So this team right here, egoinfoservices.com. Attaché is the guy that runs this. He's fabulous. His team is awesome. There has been some changes, and there's me. And like this was many months. I mean, this was last year, but it's great. The point that I'm trying to make here is, and I have a monthly call with Attaché, who runs this service. And we just had our meeting last week, and apparently ESP, email service providers, have really cracked down on cold email. And so we're having a hell of a time with keeping domains inboxing. So cold email domains inboxing. And so I'm so grateful that I have him a whole team of people that manage all this stuff, because I don't have any desire or the really time or bandwidth to continually keep up to date with what is working in cold email, because it's just a pain in the ass. It really is. So I hired them to do it. It's not cheap, but it's great because they manage it 100%, and I only pay for booked appointments that show up to the call. So, and it's expensive, guys. It is, but it's worth it because they generate leads. And I was able to grow semantic links. When I hired them, I was at a particular revenue level. And when I hired this company, I had plans to triple, well, 2.5 times, 2.5x my monthly recurring revenue. When the moment that I hired them, no kidding, I had a particular revenue. I was at a certain level. And I said, in 6 months from today, I want to be at 2.5x that amount. And I hired this company, and damn if I didn't hit it 2 weeks prior to that. That was in April of last year. And I said, by October, I want to hit this particular revenue goal, which was 2.5 times what I was at that moment. And I hit it 2 weeks into September. No shit. And I owe a lot of that to this company, not all of it, because I did some of that stuff on my own, but I owe a lot of that to Attaché and his team, because they generated really, really good leads for my agency. And so again, they just do the appointment setting, and then I just pay for the booked call. Like if they show up, then I pay for the booked call. And it's expensive, but again, it turned out I 2.5x my agency's revenue just from this service. Well, probably 80% from this service alone. If that makes sense. So is it worth it? Yeah, it is. I would consider keeping your sales team in-house though, at least initially, until you develop a really good sales process, and then you can delegate that if you wanted to. But I think, guys, I can't stress this enough. Marketing and sales is where you should be spending most of your time. That is what generates revenue for your agency. It's not the fulfillment. The fulfillment is a necessary part of running an agency, but that's not what makes you money. What makes you money is marketing and sales. So where that is the highest leverage activity that you can be working on in your business is marketing and sales, because that's what generates the revenue, right? Again, I think this industry is fucked up because so many people come into this industry and say, all I got to do is learn how to rank stuff and I'm going to make money. Bullshit. Bullshit. Some people maybe, but very rarely do people learn how to rank stuff and then they make money. There's a hell of a lot more that goes into that, especially when you're dealing with local SEO guys. You got to get out and sell it, right? You got to sell it in order to make money. You could be the best SEO in the world, but if you don't have a good marketing and sales process, how the hell are you making money from it? Right? So again, going back to the part, and guys, I talk about this a lot because there's so much potential to make money in this industry. And I see so many people struggle, and I've been there too. I get it. So I'm just trying to share with you guys different ways to overcome that and start making real money in this business. Okay. Stop treating it like a hobby, treat it like a business. So Bryce, I would encourage you to check into that Eagle Info Services, not systems, or another service. It doesn't have to be Attachay's. I've been working with him for like 14 months and I'm really happy with him. So, and you can tell him I referred you if you do.